This is so good that I'm not doing this, that Kyle is doing it. I would have made a mess. Look at that.
If I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah. Tell Jennifer that.
Ooh, the handle's really nice.
Yeah.
Hi, Bo.
One of the big frustrations that we have had with every one of our RVs that we've driven over the past 9 years is this: the key fob and the center door. Sometimes they work. Now it's locked the front, but it won't lock this. That means you gotta use a key, another key, you gotta lock the door, and it's just a pain. I don't know why they work and why they don't. Sometimes the batteries wear out on these, sometimes the contacts get dirty, but more often than not, it's just temperamental. So I'm gonna solve that problem. As much as this would be nice if it worked all the time, it doesn't. So I'm gonna try something else. And I'm gonna have to go to Holland, Michigan, because it's too cold out here for me to work on it. But maybe we can get it inside a garage where it's warm, and we can have some experts put it in, because you know me, I'm not very mechanical.
Now, Mike, you got to promise me, if you're going to put that lock on, you are not going to do it yourself. Get
I can
Kyle.
do it. I can do it. I'm sure. He says it's only a 10-minute job.
Get Kyle.
What can go wrong?
I don't know. We'll find out, but get Kyle. Nothing will go wrong.
And this is the new lock that we're going to install. And see, we've got that little place here where we can set up our combination. And then, of course, it'll work with the regular key, and it will work with a fob of its own as well. It connects very simply. And they say on the box that it's just a 10-minute install. Now, if you're a regular of this channel, you know that Jennifer has a rule about our RVs, and that's basically that if I have to take anything apart, I don't do it. But Kyle from Holland Motorhomes, he can do it. She trusts him, not me. Okay, Kyle, you think let's time this thing. Let's see if we can do a 10-minute install. We'll see. First step is taking off the old lock.
So add 3 screws. This plate comes out.
There's the old one. One old lock. And one new lock. So right in here, we just need to trim that down a little bit. And you see Jennifer's right there, that part right there. Jennifer's advice that I not do this is so wise, because I would have given up and said, it doesn't fit, but it will. So one of the things they don't tell you is that we might see a little white paint right here, right?
And, well, this is going to be the side that you're going to be concerned about on both sides, especially down at the bottom.
Yeah.
Where that profile is. You're going to see the paint because it doesn't fully cover where the old lock was.
And I think the key is when it gets warm is we can just touch that up. I can probably get some tape and touch that up.
It could be touched up and painted.
Yeah. Kyle's made just a little mark right here. Now that's what we need to kind of trim out to get this new lock to fit just the way we want it to. And then this is what we're going to have to eventually paint a little black around the edges. But it's the winter time now, so I'm not going to do that for now. Okay, so the tape What's the purpose of the tape?
The tape is so the paint doesn't chip, because as this blade goes across it, that paint will want to peel off because it's a hard surface. So the tape is to help keep it stuck down there so you don't have big chunks falling off on accident while you're going across the fiberglass.
This is so good that I'm not doing this, that Kyle is doing it. I would have made a mess. Now, here's the test. Will it fit?
There we go. That fits in there a lot better.
Put the plate on.
Just starting all the screws to make sure they all line up in all the holes before I run them all down tight, so everything has room to adjust and move around.
We got another little spot that we want to just trim for
Just
the right
clearance.
fit. Just for the right fit. And the plate. Connecting up the wires.
Can't forget this after you put it back together. See, these are keyed. They do have a flat spot in the full round. They line up with each of these locks. The other side has a flat spot there, and it's a rounded surface there. You got to make sure they get lined up. Otherwise, it will not go back together, except for with a hammer, and that's not right then. That'd be frowned upon.
What are we doing now with those threads?
A lot of times when they get manufactured, the threads get cut first, and then they get painted second.
Yep.
If there's ever a little metal shaving, or even just the paint gets balled up in the threads, the screws may not want to fully go in. They start kind of stripping out or getting a little caught. To not damage the screw heads or strip something out and make things worse, I'm running a tap through the holes just to make sure everything's nice and clear and runs in nice and smooth.
I wouldn't have known how to do that.
Make sure that is in flat so it sticks in the keyhole there, because otherwise if this handle is out, try to put it in there, it's not going to seat and your handle will not work properly. See, it works properly as you can move this, and it moves it right there. The default code is 1, 2, 3, 4, so we're verifying that it's working properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, lock.
Okay.
And you can see on this side the deadbolt has now fully engaged. And unlock.
I need to know. Ah, it's not engaging. So what do we do to solve that?
We'll have to adjust it.
Do you realize how hopelessly confused I would be if I was trying to do this myself? I would be on the phone saying, come and take this lock back, RV lock. But I got Kyle. He can fix anything. We've got an Allen wrench.
These are adjustable, and the problem is up and down was good. It was our in and out that was off. So we got an Allen wrench. We're gonna spin these out just a little bit. So we get them to clear. Just sticks a little bit. A little bit more. Oh, look at that. Now it clears nice.
Look at that.
Just like that.
And the beauty is now I know how to adjust those if it gets like that again.
Yep.
And so does everybody watching this video. Everybody can say, thank you, Kyle.
When the door is fully closed, we know it's closed. To make sure the deadbolt fully engages, just because we had issue with this alignment, we'll key the code in to allow it to lock. Since it catches, that means the deadbolt's catching. Press it in fully. And unlock. We're good to go.
Look at that.
And you can see that bubble, that's where the paint line was.
Yep.
Where the black line originally met up with the original door latch because they painted it after the door latch was already on there.
So now, brand new. Look at that. Excellent.
These locks all come with a key fob. You can get as many as you want. You can program as many to this door itself. Simply have to make sure that it is turned on. Then it is looking for that little button that says learn. You have to simply, you hear that beep right there?
I did.
Then we'll hit lock. And hold that button. It received it. As you can see, it worked.
There's the deadbolt going in and out. Look at that.
Comes with 2 keys to begin with. You can get more. There's the lock. Unlock. That way it goes to engage the deadbolt. And then you can feel it go that way to the base. Yeah.
Perfect. Now, one question.
Yes.
When you're in the coach, I would assume we just, to lock it at night, we just turn one of those.
Yep, that is the deadbolt. You
And
can
then
see
the
that
other
deadbolt.
one is the regular lock.
Yep, that is the handle lock.
Perfect. We are good. Now, it took us more than 10 minutes, but there were a lot of little things in there, wasn't there?
Honestly, it looked like 8 minutes to me. I'm not sure.
It took us about a half hour.
Yep,
But
I'd say that'd be realistic.
these are things people need to know because every system is different, right?
Yep. Took a little bit of work, but basic hand tools, anybody can do it themselves. If I can do it, you can do it.
Yeah. Tell Jennifer that.
Wow, this looks really nice. Aren't you glad you had Kyle do it?
Yes, I am. So you can try opening it.
Ooh, the handle's really nice.
Yeah.
Hi, Bo.
Oh,
It does. It even shuts nice.
yeah, it is.
And
You-
numbers
you
are
put
nice
our-
and big.
Yep. You
If
just,
I don't have my glasses on, I can
you
still see
just
them.
plug in our code.
Uh-huh.
And then you hit that to lock
Either
it.
lock or unlock.
And we have keys.
Yeah.
And we also have a fob.
I think I'm going to be sorry that I stopped you from doing this a long time ago.
Well, you're not
I
going to
said, why fix it if it's not broken?
But it was broken. It never
It did
worked.
break. It did break.
And I think, again, it's a good thing you stopped me from doing it because there were just enough little things in there that, Kyle's touch was right on. He fixed it. It would have been a mess. So the new lock is on, and I couldn't be happier with it. It does have a fob, and we can use that if we want, but I think I'm going to mostly use the combination. And that's just so much easier. You don't get frustrated, and it's very secure. Now, a couple of things. If you're going to order this, don't necessarily fall for that 10-minute install. If there were no differences, and there always are differences, but if there were no, it would probably only be about a 10-minute install, Kyle says. But be prepared. You might have to do a little bit of adjusting. Other than that, works great. I'll put a link to it in the description below and on our accompanying blog post for this at rblifestyle.com. Hey, I'm Mike Wendland. Thank you guys so much for watching. Would you do us a favor, give us a thumbs up on this video, and don't forget to subscribe to the RB Lifestyle channel right here on YouTube. Happy trails.